Hello, everyone. Another video for you. I'm going to talk about my private banking course where I have over there a process that you can do right now. You don't need to have status correction. You don't need to be SPC, secure party, nothing. So you taking my private banking course, of course, is in there. But this is for people that have not bought my banking course. So I'm going to show you something that I'm going to put on Gumroad for pennies, really, because I want to have it free. This is all free information, but I do have, I want you to understand that I have to charge to keep it private because if I just put it here on YouTube, it's not going to be private. So go to Gumroad after watching this video and donate. I'm gonna put it probably for $4.44. You can afford $5. But I'm going to show you something that you can do right now, okay? Without having anything in place, no paperwork, no nothing. Because I want you to understand that that presentment, that bill that you get, I know there's other ways that I'm learning, and hopefully I could put that out very soon where you're going to be able to get that presentment, so-called AKA bill, and deposit in your account. But I'm not there yet. Not that I didn't learn it yet, but I just don't want to put it out there because there's so much information out there. I want to do it the right way. So in the meantime, I want you to understand if you're near here to my channel, that presentment that you have in your hand, you have power over it. You can do things with it. You can choose to pay it and send a check or pay it with a debit card or whatever. That they're all mean cash, okay? And in the presentment, they usually say do not send cash. So if you paid with a debit card and if you have sent a check, you have paid with cash. Okay? They're all mean cash, okay? In a way. So if you choose to do that, the reason you do that is because you don't want to ruin your credit score. You don't want the lights to be cut off. You don't want your car to be repo. You don't want your mortgage. You don't want a house to go foreclosure. You want to avoid all that. But you can be planning in the future to offset all these things. So this that I'm going to show you, you can start little. You can start like with the credit cards because if you start with a car, they might repossess it if you don't pay it. But if you can just send the bill, okay, I'm going to show you, then you can still pay the payments so they don't get repossessed. You don't want to get into that predicament of you having to have repossession or foreclosure, okay? So you have to be smart about it. You have to be wise and work things out and learn it little by little, just being wise, okay? So I'm going to show you what the purpose, so if you can see here on my screen, the purpose of the Form 1040V in private banking. Like I said, if you already taken my course, don't overlook this process, okay? It's a very simple process, and I have this document in my private banking course, okay? Don't overlook it. You can do something about it right now, okay? In the private banking process, Form 1040V, which is a voucher, can serve as a payment voucher to notify the IRS or Treasury of a payment being made or offset, okay? If you have the presentment, if you have the bill, you can offset it using a 1040V. If you have bought my How I Pay My Bills, it's only like $11. I have this document there. Don't overlook it. Very important not to overlook and understanding what I'm saying. So if you have bought that, you don't have to buy this $5 process that I'm going to put on Gumroad because I want to help you out. And you help me out too with your donation, of course. So, okay, so number one, notify the IRS or Treasury of a payment being made or offset, okay? Support the discharge of debt using the credit system. It's already in the system. It's already in the system. It's already in the ledger. Let's put an example of credit card. It's already, let's say that you apply for a credit card and they give you a 5,000 credit limit. Those 5,000s already came from you. Okay, you made the money, and you made those credits. You made the money into that credit line. You made it into existence because you signed with your Social Security in your name. You made those $5,000 of that credit card limit in existence without your signature, without you being, putting your Social Security there. It ain't gonna happen because all the credit cards, every every corporation is insolvent. Okay, they're in bankruptcy. There are foreign corporations. So don't think that they're giving you something, that they're giving you, oh, yes, Capital One is giving me a credit limit of 5,000. No, no, no. You created the 5,000. So what I'm trying to say is already in the credit system. It's already there. So take advantage of that and offset it. How are you going to do it? You are going to do it with the 1040V. Now, there's this document that I'm going to put on Gumroad. And like I said, I have it in my How I Pay My Bills. So if you have bought that, maybe this video will make you understand a little more and you don't have to buy it over there. You already have this document. And in my private banking, you already have it. So don't worry about it. But I want you to understand, okay? Um, So number three, document intent, establish proof of payment or adjustments for auditing purposes. Okay. Um, in my private banking course, I have the letter of intent. Okay. I'm not gonna put it here because I might let me think about it. You can create your letter of intent because I want you to learn it and execute it. And we need to understand that we need to learn and we need to understand what we're doing, okay? So not everything is going to be chewed up for you, okay? You have to create your letter of intent, which is pretty easy. The letter of intent, what you're trying to do with this voucher, okay? In my private banking course, like I said, it's everything's chewed up over there. So if I'm going to put a 40% May in the month of May for everybody to be. I had a 30% in the month of May. I'm going to put a 40%. So if you want to go that route, it's better because you have the letter of intent and everything. Okay. I'm not going to put it here because you can create it. Okay. Now, I want to tell you a little testimony, okay? When I was introduced to all this things, these processes, I heard a testimony or a guy said, I think it was TikTok or something like that. He said, well, I'm going to go and buy a car, with my credit, normal, not signing it, with the, special endorsement or anything like that, just buying it with my credit. And he showed in that video, that was a while ago that I saw it. So he went and he got the car, he showed the key, and then he showed a 1099-C cancellation of debt. And he showed what he put all the information of that car on that 1099-C. I thought this is just crazy. I was at the beginning of my journey in this. I thought that's just crazy. I can just buy a car and then send a 1099-C to the IRS to be canceled. This is just crazy. And I never went back to this person for follow-up, was he able to discharge it? Was it set off? Whatever. But he sent it. Just a simple 1099-C and with a 1096. That is the covered letter. He just sent that to the IRS. And I thought that's just like, you can't do that. Like you can't do that. You're just, a taxpayer here. You don't have status correction. You don't have, that's what I learned, SPC process and all this stuff. He can't do that. It's not going to work. Now, years later, now I understand why it works. Okay, because of this right here. It's already, he's using the credit system already that he created, the promissory note of the car. You see, he didn't endorse it for himself, but of course they take it and they endorse it. They put a special endorsement there. The bank takes it and creates the promissory note. And, a lot of us know what happened to the promissory note. So, but I didn't understand. So I just wanted to show you um, how to use the 1040B. And I have listened to 1040B. Oh, no, you can just send a 1040B and discharge. At the beginning, I was like, oh, that is just crazy. Okay. Um, Now I'm gonna show you something. Let me see the other part of the 1040V. Okay, let me see if I can put this a little bit. How to fill it out. Let's see. Sorry about that. I'm not tech savvy. So, it's very simple, it's just a voucher. It's just a voucher. And just very simple to fill it out. But what is the power of it? Okay, what does it mean when you send it out? Let's see. Sorry about that. Okay, that's what I'm gonna. Okay, the components of the 1040V. Line 1, your social security number. Use the social security associated with all caps name, your strawman, okay? Ensuring matches the records tied to the date of obligation. Very important. It's already in the credit system, okay? Ensuring matches the records tied to them. If you are married, line 2, your spouse. And social security number, if you're married, leave it blank unless you're feeling jointly, okay? Amount you are paying, enter the full amount you are discharging of offsetting. This must match the documentation you provide. Example, an affidavit or a 1099-C. Line 4, your name and address. Write your all caps name, example, John Doe. Use the mailing address associated with all caps name. Now, in this document, that's just a screenshot of the document. So you have to understand that you have to, when it comes to securitize things like a mortgage or a car, the collateral is not really the house. It is not really the car. It's actually you. It's actually you. It is a promissory note, actually, that you created. That's the collateral. So in those cases, and this document has several examples of a mortgage or a car. I think it does. Okay. And it shows you to send a 1099-A to acquisition the debt. That acquisitions the debt. You buy And in a sense, you're buying the debt, you acquiring the debt. And then you're going to discharge it with a 1099-C. So when it comes to credit cards, you don't have to do the affidavit or like it says right here, or the 1099-C or the 1099-A, only for mortgages and anything that has collateral. So the 1099-A and the 1099-C can be used with the voucher also, okay? So I wanted to put this out there so you can get with it and start offsetting all the stuff that you have in commerce, okay? And I will put this document there. Just read it. I I recommend that you not only discharge it on your computer, but print it out so you have references. Get the 1099s, 1099-A, B, C, the 1096 for the year 2024, or whenever you're going to discharge. You can go back 3 years. So, like I said, when it comes to like things like utilities, the IRS takes about 5 months, 6 months, whatever. So if you do want to do the utility, do the whole year of utility. I have claim your utilities process in GUMROAD and also in my private banking. So do the whole thing, save your receipts, have them paper form, and send it for the whole year. Okay. But you don't want to do this for utility. You could do it, but who has the time to wait 5 months for 1 month of offsetting your electric bill? It's not even realistic, so you can claim it back for the whole year. That's a better process for like things like utilities. But this is more for credit card and things like that. And yeah, mortgages and cars and stuff like that. But make sure you still pay it. That way you don't go into this, panic mode of, foreclosures and stuff like that. So I'm gonna leave this, like I said, I want to help you out, and I'm gonna leave this for you, this document. And let me see, I can put also the endorsement on the bill. Okay, pretty much is the endorsement that I put in how I pay my bills. It's a little bit different. My private banking course the endorsement's a little bit different, but it's pretty much the same. You make it out you're gonna take that bill and you're going to make it out in a morning order into a morning order, a bill of exchange, and you're gonna make it out to the treasury. And that's it. Send it out. And that's it. Either a 1040V with the bill or a 1099, a 1099-C, 1099-A, 1099-C, and the voucher. Okay. So I'm just going to leave it here. The more we learn, the better. You know, everything will come to you. I always say in my videos, all that is for you will come to you. Okay. I'm looking into, things like utility bills, how to get rid of the electric bill. That's what I'm asking God, the universe, to bring into my life. So if you are listening to this video and you learn how to do like the billing error process, I've looked into it, but I'm not really familiar with it. But get rid of if we can get rid of that utility bill, right? And also I'm looking into getting off my that smart meter. I'm looking into it and I'm writing a letter um, to my utility and say I want the smart meter off my land of my house. Okay, but I want to get rid of the electric bill. So I'm looking into that, not to get a bill anymore. And I'm looking into billing error and stuff like that. So if you know those processes, please write to me an email and say, hey, this is how you do it. And it will help me a lot. That way we can just learn from each other. So that's what I'm up to right now. Please subscribe, like this video, and yeah, subscribe and like the video. And I hope I can help you out and you can help me. So that's it. That's all I have for you today. So have a great, great day.